And welcome back once again to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. So glad you're watching this week. I'm excited to be back behind the wheel of the 2015 now Honda Accord Hybrid, which comes in 3 trim levels. You have the base, EXL, and Touring. We have the Touring. Now you also have the option if you want to go in for a plug-in hybrid, but that's not what this video is all about. This one is about this gorgeous obsidian blue pearl colored hybrid for 2015. Now, under the hood, the Accord is powered by a 2-liter, 4-cylinder Earth Dreams technology engine, which gets 141 horsepower and 122 pound-feet of torque. It also has an electric engine, which gets 166 horses and 226 pound-feet of torque. So the total system output in terms of horses is 196, and it does have plenty of zip, so no worries there. This midsize sedan gets exceptional fuel economy, no question about it. It's rated at 50 miles per gallon in the city and 45 on the highway, although this week I've been averaging about 40-41 in mixed driving, but the range is phenomenal. I've already put 140 miles on it, and I still have 500 miles to go before I have to fill her back up, so I'm really happy about that. Recommended fuel type is regular unleaded. This vehicle weighs between 35 and 3,600 pounds, and it really does glide. I mean, this is a very smooth driving experience. I'll talk more about the ride and handling in just a moment, but first, here is Melissa, our Everywoman driver, with more on the backseat legroom and headroom.
Hi, it's me again. I'm in the back of this Honda Accord. I wanted to show you how much legroom and headroom I have. This is Dave's seating position right here. So I have about 1 full hand for me, and I have small little teeny hands, but I'm 5'5". There's adequate space for me back here, and it's pretty comfortable. Headroom wise, I have about 1 hand this way. There's a lot of little compartments back here, you know, some place to put your book or whatever, a cup holder right here, and a little cubby. And then there's also a fold down armrest that has a pair of cup holders in it. So plenty of cup holders in the back of this Honda Accord.
Okay, thanks, Melissa. As far as the ride and handling, the steering is really responsive. I think this has great power, as I mentioned before, with the total engine output, but solid handling. Going around the corners, it's not too low to the ground. It's definitely not too high. It's just right, as they say in the 3 Bears. Was that 3 Bears? Goldilocks, something like that. So driving around town has been a really easy driving experience. Highway is even better. I'll tell you about the Econ Button here in just a little bit, but overall comfort here, again, I'm about 5'11", and seat comfort is just right. Luckily, I do have the Touring trim level, so I've got the leather in here, and it's upscale. It's just about perfect. This is one of my most favorite cars of all cars when it comes to the mid-size category, although it does have some pretty decent competition. I'll tell you about that in just a moment as well. But first, here's Melissa once again with what the cargo room and trunk space is all about.
There's 2 ways to open the trunk of this Honda Accord Hybrid. You can open it from right underneath here, super simple, or from the key fobs. You can pop it open like that if you have groceries in your hand. There's also a master lock inside the glove box where you can lock it so it can't be opened either way. Inside you have 12.3 cubic feet of volume. Okay, let's see how much I can get in here. I haven't tried this before, and there's a little bit of limitation with the space in the back of this car just because the battery is underneath here, and you can't put anything greater than 15 pounds on top of this ledge. So, oh, okay, I'm surprised that fits. My large suitcase fits. That fits on the side. And my new carry-on, which I'm really excited about, also fits. So I'm pretty impressed with that.
One more thing about the cargo room and trunk space, because of where that battery pack is, you don't have a pass-through and the back seats don't fold down. Some limitations there. Now more on this Econ Button, which is just left here of the steering wheel, the green button there. This is all about fuel efficiency, obviously. Its primary function is to adjust the throttle response. The accelerator pedal has been tuned to adjust accordingly, in other words. So when you're driving down the road, you won't feel that surge of power when you hit the accelerator when that button is activated. Secondly, it also works with your AC compressor to cycle it on and off in a different pattern in an effort to save you fuel economy. And lastly, it can play with your cruise control a little bit. It might let your set speed drift somewhat, maybe 1 or 2 miles per hour, before it tries to accelerate back to where it was. For example, when you're going up a hill and you have the cruise set at 60 miles per hour, it might wait a few moments before it jumps back up to 60. You might go down to 58 miles per hour, and then once you go downhill again, it'll go back to being fuel efficient. So it's really up to you on whether or not you want to activate that Econ button. In the long run, you may save a few miles per gallon, but you will sacrifice some acceleration. Personally, one thing I really like about the exterior is these LED headlights. If you look closely, and it's more obvious at night, is that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LEDs below, in addition to the 2 up front. It makes it for a very identifiable vehicle when you're driving down the road at night. A couple of things about the side mirrors I want to show you. First of all, both include turn signal indicator lights. The driver's side mirror is an expanded view, and here on the passenger side, there's a camera mounted just below which activates when you turn right, and a video pops up in the center console. Pretty cool. You're seeing this more and more these days, a smart key entry system or a keyless entry system, which means as long as you have the key fob on you and the door is locked, just press the button on the door handle and the door opens. That's pretty smart. This is a pretty competitive marketplace for the midsize sedan in the hybrid category. The Accord is competing with the Ford Fusion, the Toyota Camry, Hyundai Sonata, Volkswagen Jetta, and Kia Optima, just to name a few. When it comes to fuel economy, this vehicle is head and shoulders above the rest, but when it comes to price point, a little more spendy than its competition. As far as the MSRP, you're looking at a base price of $29,300. The EXL, a few $1,000s more, around $32,000. My trim level here is around $35,000. In the end, the 2015 Honda Accord Hybrid is a fantastic car. Exceptional fuel economy, no disputing that. Great power, solid handling, an upscale and attractive interior, as well as exterior in my opinion. Lots of passenger room, but a little more spendy than its competition. As always, it is worth a look and most definitely a test drive. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. Thanks for watching.